Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader. In today's reading, we are doing a personal reading for a client. As always, prior to the recording, we call into the universe with my client's personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading and or a ritual. If you're interested in consultation, reading, or spell, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margot, your tarot reader. Okay. Thank you, the universe of the heavens. I was trying to see in which way we're going to start today. So first card will give me the initiative. Thank you, the universe of the heavens. What can we see? How can we help our client today? You have a number of questions in today's reading, so I will have to see in which way we're going. Okay. Okay. You have a lot of wondering within your life situation. We noticed that today. Okay. Also, you're expecting something. You asked me different situations, or you stated different situations. So we do see a new birth within the situation that that you asked. Overall, generally, I like to look at this, which is a growth energy for me. It's a new start, a new fresh, whether it's for you or your loved ones that we were in questioning. Okay. Also, it tells me a new fresh start when it comes to work. A new kind of like coming out of the shelf and getting to know someone, and also probably even starting dating in the near future sometime in this year. Also, what I'm stating here, and I feel that because of the home situation, I also feel that it's coming to light as well. Okay, yes, you are working hard for that, to gain those things, and we do see that you're juggling to get through certain things, but you will overcome those things. Okay. In general, in the questions that you asked me, but now I want to see spirits, angels, the universe, and the heavens. Can you give us an enlightenment form when it comes to the spiritual realm? Open the portals and show us enlightenment energy. Okay. Okay. So in reference to the energy of our loved one in the other side, we still seem to see him as someone that is working within the energies as well. Okay, has been going through a lot of manufacturers in their energy level. Okay. So there's a little bit of halt in his energy. When we go through stages in the spiritual realm, when we go to cleansing of whatever energy that we need to cleanse ourselves or purify ourselves from, we see that little halt coming. But is it hard, or is it difficult for him? I feel that it has been in a recent moments in time. Okay. I also feel that you want to know because of a specific question I hear right now. Okay. Do you have anything to do with his passing? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, how do I put this answer for you? You know me. I'm going to tell you certain things as the way they are, the way they come, whether it's harsh or not. Some things are best not to disclose it. It's best not to find the truth of the solution. Okay. Sometimes, yes, we are at fault for certain things that we do in this physical life and also in the spiritual realm. Okay. What I feel is that it did hinder to an extent the cost of certain lifespan. Okay. Can you give me? Thank you. Yeah. Can I sugarcoat this? No. Can I say that you're at fault 100%? No. Can I say that in some levels it was at speed? Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, that's what I see. In a certain degree, it was something that it was going to take place anyways, because nothing was helped toward his situation, toward his mind situation, spiritual situation, physical, whatever it was that he was going in the living. And so, because nothing was being helped or done toward that situation, we know that eventually it was going to take place. Could it have been later on in time? Yes. Did it speed the process of his passing to a degree, not completely, but to a degree. Unfortunately, that's what we see. The truth does hurt, and it kills. But unfortunately, and I'm gonna say this: sometimes when we do spiritual work, um, you have to consider the consequences, whether it's good or bad, and the results of it, and then prior to and then afterwards, the situation. So everything changes when we go to spiritual work. Okay, any kind of ritual, as simple or as hard as it is, whether it's for love or enemy or what have you, it has consequences. So when we want to undo certain things, which by the way, certain rituals cannot be undone, but when we want to undo a certain ritual, a certain spell, there's a process to it. I, for thyself, when I work on rituals, and if a client comes and says, well, I want to undo something, I have to look at all the energies again. We have to do a reading. We have to do the process of the energy. Again, it's another type of process of ritual and prayers and whatnot that takes place in order to undo certain energies. When we put certain energies into the ethers, into the vibration of the soul of ourself and whoever it is that we're trying to manifest, we're embracing into different energies of the ethers. So therefore it takes a certain process of dealing with this. Okay, it takes a certain degree on how to reverse a ritual. You don't just light a candle, you don't just throw things away, or you don't just be done with it. It's a whole different type of uh, process on how to get certain things undone. For me, for myself, I don't care whoever, however they work their situation. For me, it's very delicate. Just as I pamper the energies when I get started on the rituals, before, during, and after, just as I prepare myself, my energy, my client's energy, and the person that we are trying to manifest in or do whatever it is, you go through different process of situations, and it just does not happen in 1 hour, 1 minute, whatever it is, on the ritual, depending on the circumstances of the ritual and the type of ritual and spell that I manifest and or do. It has a certain degree of coming together with the energies, with the spirits, and with the if you want to call it the unknown, so be it, but with the higher self. Okay, so you cannot just get rid of something just because and be done with. You cannot. There's a process that needs to be taken. So if thyself, me, tells the client, okay, you can throw it away now, then be certain that I have done the process of what needs to be done. I'm not just going to tell you discard something without having to do certain things. Okay, so it's a whole new process. I understand that sometimes you do certain things out of the spur of the moment, or didn't know, right from wrong. I understand that. I'm not saying that because of that factor, it can come around and against you or whatever. It just means that the universe processes it differently, and the universe processes as you're done with that person, so it's trash. Do you know what I mean? It just, I could go on and on hours explaining the situation. So did it have a certain degree of what it was done to what took place? Yes. Okay. um I don't know what time you got rid of it, but something happened within hours. I don't know if it was during the evening or nighttime, but something happened within like the midnight hour, like 12 o'clock to between 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock after that thing was done. It's telling me that it was done in process of emotions. Okay. So it's almost like when yeah, it was very hard to do. It's something that you debated and questioned yourself, but you did it anyways. You said, I'm done with it and I'm over with it. And also I feel that you were feeling pressure in that time frame that you did the things. You kept debating within yourself, whether or not you should have done it. It's what I'm seeing. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens. I definitely feel that because of the energies that you were going through, because you were feeling pressured, um, it's one thing, but then we go into the other factor that it tells me, you know, you didn't see fruitfulness. You felt that because of the things that you were going through physically and spiritually and emotionally, and listening to other people that didn't necessarily know what they were talking about, the advices, whatever was the process. So you went ahead. I understand. I feel like what I'm getting right now, it's excuses, or not excuses, but the reasons of the process of what it was done. Okay. Also do understand that when I'm saying this is also I'm also explaining the energy to the other person or the spirit or soul that we are interacting with now, of why that process took place. Also because at the same time as I'm letting you know my client, I'm also letting know the spirit on the other end, on the other side, that they just didn't see the fruitfulness of everything. They felt that they were just draining and drowning, and they didn't see that it was going to come to be what they hoped for, which was that family, that future. You had it at one point, and it felt like it was slipping away, and you felt like you couldn't reach that point or that desire that you meant, and so therefore it went on the other side. Okay. So oh my goodness. Yeah. You felt that this love was just not going the way it was. Now, because I'm saying this, please do understand that he or she is also getting these messages at the same time. I feel that there's a little bit of remorse going from both ends, and the energy of the other side on the spiritual realm, and also in your sense. Okay, there's a lot of pain going on right now, probably because you're getting more details of what I'm letting you know now. Okay. Um, but I'm also letting the spiritual realm, the spiritual side, the other person, the other soul, given reasons and explanations of certain things. Now, is he blaming you? No, but he is very distraught by what that soul is receiving at this moment. Okay. Um, how do I put it? He is very distraught with the process of what we're dealing with right now at this moment. I feel that there was some kind of knowledge of it, but not necessarily the whole knowledge of it. It feels more that he's getting some type of clear uh, answer, something that he was doubtful, and something that he did just he questioned, but he didn't know from what end it was coming, from what angle, and he's distraught that it came from a loved one. Now, when I'm hearing his energy, I also want you to know that I'm also letting you know that even though we're going through back and forth between his and your energy uh, at this very moment, as I'm saying certain things, I'm also going to the spiritual realm, in the silence realm, connecting with that energy and uh, explaining your reasons of doing things as I read. Okay. um yes, trying to calm the energy as well, but i just I feel that I'm also explaining to this person that you had no choice but to do what was at that moment, thinking that it was right, that it was toxic, that it was just going draining from both ends, yours and his, and whatever other entities or energies were going around. Were you being misinformed or misguided at the time? Probably so. Was he also misguided and misinformed? Absolutely. So I'm letting him know at this very moment that it was something that it was almost being pushed and done by the entities of the dark side. That even though you wanted to save it and manifest all the dreams and desires that you had, that for some reason, there was behind other actions working against it, against both of you, against all the outcome. Okay. And I'm letting you know that unfortunately sometimes something good has to happen in order to save something that is worth saving, that is worth keeping. um, I'm letting him know all these things at the same time that I'm letting you know. Okay. But how can we save it? How can we fix this? How can we make ends with what we are now seeing coming to light and understanding? How can we take these actions? Where do we need to go from here? How can we work on this? Or do we put closure, or do we close it, or what do we do now? So as I'm saying this to you, I'm also saying this to the spiritual realm. Okay, so now we have to work within the physical and the spiritual sense. Straightforward. Okay, that's it. We have to work within two portals, physically and spiritually, in order to mend what was broken in this connection. Okay, now that we are seeing more of why he was being stuck, or feeling confused or not understanding from where it was coming. For some reason, he thought it was from another person in his family circle that did the same thing that he did, commit suicide. Okay. So he was grasping and grinding on that matter. And deep down, so were we, you and I. Okay. And so now we are at clear thoughts that something took to the demise of the ending of this connection and whatever was meant to be. Okay. I'm also letting him know that no matter how much you stood by it, no matter how much you worked on it, no matter how much you desire this, it was just not processed and received in the way that it was. It was not being connected from spiritually and or physically. And at the end of the tunnel, it was going to be worse than what it was. Was it going to be on the worst case scenario? Yes, because he could have easily killed you also at the same time. Simple as that. Yes, he went before his timing, but if he would have stayed also longer at the same time, we would have seen a chaotic worst ending as well. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So I will have to say that we need to start and move and close this chapter and move to a different chapter. How can we survive it? How can we start all over? How can we fix this? Okay. So we will ask that question later on between you and him. You can ask that overnight, or we can come back around and do a specific reading on his energy. But I feel that best serve is for you to go within yourself and have a conversation within him and you on how to start this new growth. Can you ask for forgiveness? Yes, you can, and yes, you should. I want him to understand that you have no fault of your own to do what you did, because you were not under any circumstances aware of what was being done in any given moment. Okay. Because if it was up to you, you would have gone and worked as hard as it took in order for you to make this relationship work. More than anything, you wanted the peace and tranquility with him, the union and divine self being between you two. Okay. Yes, it was in this manner, but it also tells me that it's still there. Right now, it's a little a negative energy from his side, and then you are a little unlevel right now, especially after finding all of this. But we still have the actual union between you two. It's still here. So, but right now, it's a little uneven. We need to get this in the right motion. Okay, we need to put some work into this. Okay, between you and him. Okay, to make things right. You know, we had a glimpse of what it was to be in a union with this person in the living. We had a good moment in time to be together, but then the shadows came in, and it went and did the other side of the work against it. Okay, so we need to work on this. You can look into everything now between, within the readings or within your thoughts, within your heart, within your mind. Please do believe me that as I'm telling you, I'm telling him to do the same thing. They go within itself and see how to restore this energy in the proper way, in the proper sense. And yes, of course, he's not letting you go, but we need to make sure that what we want upright stays upright, right? Which is the union. We don't want any negative thoughts in either way, yours or his. So right now he's a little shut off, okay? He has a lot to think about, he says, okay? He's being very stubborn. He keeps throwing me the card. He's being very stubborn and very unlikely right now. He's a little upset. I get it. Because he feels betrayed by someone that he loved. He felt that he was shunned out, and he felt that he was not clear with everything, okay? When he thought that yeah, we're going to get married, be together, and move on and whatnot. Okay, so we definitely see what's going on here, okay? I would like to say that success is within the works itself. So we have to put the effort in the work, and then we have the eventually the success that we need for all of this. Okay, so he is shutting off from me right now. He's giving me, he's talking very fast and raising his tone of voice. He's giving me the examples of, I thought we were heading to this. I thought we were going to be married. We were going to be together. We were going to build something and start something new. Did he give you a ring? Did he propose? Because I feel that he was going there. But as you see, because the lovers was also reversed, so is the family and the union and the coming and the working, together. So, but I still love to see this here. Okay. Okay, so we have a lot to work on with him, and you have a lot to think about, and he will come around. We'll get there. This is very sudden and surprise for you and for him, okay? Right now, he is going to take some time off, and I say, go ahead, go within yourself, heal your energy, and let's find a way to come together. It makes sense that this is there. Let's come a way to come together. We're going to talk about this, okay? This is two people coming to talk together. Right now, he's saying no, okay? So I will do a prayer and a lit candle tonight after this reading. So we're gonna cut the video short today because I feel that we have a reluctant, hurtful energy here, and so I keep letting him know that we are going to talk, okay? That we are going to come to an agreement. We are going to settle this, and we're going to heal this. As I'm telling you, I'm telling him his energy, okay? And that we are going to find the way to heal everything that's going on, okay? um so yeah. Okay, so what I like about this when I see certain cars is that when I'm starting working, I will find a way to go get through there, okay? I will, right now, I'm going to give him some time to calm and to reflect because we saw it here on the other cars, 3 cars away, I think it is. We're going to let him reflect, which he is, his energy, and we're going to put perspectively in what he's going through right now. So right now he's a little disturbed by it, by the truth of some sort as he sees it. And so he's letting me know I've been hurt one too many times by the person that I love, and then we have other 2 people. One of them is a person that committed suicide at one point, him, and then obviously these are people that are close to him, and that includes you in it. Okay, so right now he is just letting you be. Right now he does not want to communicate at this moment because of the pain and hurt. But I love to see this. I'm gonna go all the way. I love to see this because I'm going to open some certain channels later on tonight, and so we're gonna communicate, and we're gonna put him into perspective in reference to what needs to be done for his energy. Okay, I'm not gonna. There's no need for me to see the other ones because I'm not gonna go there. Okay, thank you for the angels into the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. I give thanks to you for coming. For coming and answering the questions that we seek today, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. Thank you for this, Lord Jesus. Okay. Thank you, the universe of the heavens. Okay. So I do feel that you're overwhelmed. People at the home environment are overwhelmed with everything else. And the certain moves that it's telling me here. I'm going to put a pause to this reading, and I'll come back probably, if not today, tomorrow, no later than Wednesday, I think, because I have to work on certain things right now. Okay, I feel like I'm blocked. Yeah, I'm blocked with the energies right now. I'm feeling your energy just got blocked for me, and then at the same time, his energy is not going in the way that it needs to be, so it's not letting me function within what I need to do, as you can see. Okay. I'm sure. Yeah, thank you. I wanted to continue, but I don't think that I can unless, we'll see. But okay. Thank you, and just leaving of the heavens. If I can see right now the energies of what else you were asking, I'll let you know. Okay. I'm gonna have to come back and do another reading for the whole perspective, and I don't want to miss anything. Okay, I'm not gonna see your love life either right now. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I just saw something. I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back for that. I'm gonna see the home environment. 2, 4, 5, 6. Absolutely. It is best to move on. It is best to look for a house. It is best to move. And also for your family. Okay? If they desire to move, it's telling me that They need to start looking now. Okay. Ooh. If not, it will be more poison in the thoughts and the memories and actions going on in the place of living where you are right now. So right now, because of the timings and the way the circumstances are in the home environment and the energies in the planets, it's telling me right now is the time to just look and take your time looking. When a planet is retrograding, it is not good to do any type of contracts and or buy something. And if you have no other choice but to buy, then make sure that you're buying something that you have insurance to, because you will have issues. Also, make sure that you read every line, every printed word within a contract. Make sure that you're understanding everything that you have, and um, and make sure that everything you do is also a contract. But if you can hold off to buy something or do a contract, wait it after the Mercury retrograde goes flow. Now, if the person that is purchasing is and was born on a retrograde Mercury, then it helps them, it benefits them. So you would have to give me the full name and the place of birth and the timing of birth for that person, and we can see if they have a retrograde Mercury. Okay. Um, I definitely feel that your daughter is thinking of certain things. Money is not all that it needs to be. It is tight, but I definitely feel that they should go on their own. Okay, if they're ready to choose. Your sibling, your let's say your mother or older person that wants to continue, wants to buy property with you, I feel that you need to have a sit down with this person and ask them exactly what they want to do with that contract. Do they want to actually live with you, buy a house? And what would that maintain? And who is going to have the legal rights to that place? And who is going to come live in that place? I will not disclose it all the way, but I will have a conversation to that. And if I were to do that, I would definitely advise to do it between now, before the 18th of March, okay? Because then we have the shadows of Mercury retrograde, and any conversation would have to be a turn back around, and it will not be as certain as it is. All the way from March 18 to, let's say, probably April 27, okay? So if you want to have a better concrete conversation, have it now, this week, okay? With your sibling in reference to that property, if you choose to want to buy something to that effect. We would have to, after that conversation taken, we would have to come back and look at her energy precisely and yours and whoever is going to be moving in there, and if it's liable. Because yes, we have conflicts, yes, we can't get along with this person, but I also feel that this person, it's not her energy is not to be there as no more than not even 3 years. Okay, so I would definitely look into all of those things and see if it's viable for you, which you are my client. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens, for giving us this predictions today. Okay, one more. Yes. Yes, talk to your children. Again, have a good sit down this week between all of them and see who wants what and who does not. Okay? You will understand them a bit more this week after you finish talking to them, and you will understand more of who wants to be or is ready to move on their own energy. Okay? It will give you a better closing and understanding for both. I definitely feel that either is your female child that is ready to go on their own, or your son child that is ready to go part ways. Okay, and it will be for the best, whatever decision that both of you, that everybody takes. This is the week to have a good, nice dinner, talk calmly, and come up with the solution of what to do with the home environment, because it's time to move. It's time to move. Money's tight. Money is tight, but money will always be tight. And you don't want to go and rent anything else. It's time to move, okay? You don't want to rent anything else. You want to put effort into what will be yours. Okay? No matter where you go, this earth is not liable to succeed in the way that we're supposed to, okay? We just have to make the best of it as we live in it. Enjoy the most of it as we live in it. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe of the heavens. We do see success in the home environment when you're ready to move, when you're ready to buy. When that time comes, when that decision comes. Okay? We definitely see here. Absolutely. I feel that your male child is more so ready to have his own expansion and feeling like he wants something new. He wants to revive his energy, his spirit, and he also wants to help you out at the same time. So I feel that, yeah, I love it. To see that, I love it. I think that he's ready more than anything. Believe me. You have fears, but it's telling me to keep going. Right now, within this time, is a time to look. Okay? So we are going to, and again, I did say, I'm not going to go into any more until until I do this prayer, this little mini ritual for his energy, to preserve his energy before we can go on. Okay? We'll be touching bases. I wish you love and light. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.